In the early 20th century, the Valley of the Kings was a hauntingly quiet place. The ancient tombs, once bustling with the activities of Pharaohs' afterlives, now lay silent under the shifting sands of Egypt. Despite numerous discoveries by archaeologists, one tomb remained elusive, shrouded in mystery and legends, the tomb of King Tutankhamun. Little did the world know that this obscure pharaoh's resting place would one day captivate the imagination of millions. The boy king, Tutankhamun, had ruled Egypt over 3,000 years ago, yet his legacy had faded into obscurity. He ascended the throne at a tender age and died under mysterious circumstances just 9 years later. Unlike other pharaohs whose names were etched into the annals of history, Tutankhamun's name was largely forgotten. The sands of time buried his memory, and his tomb remained hidden from both thieves and scholars. In 1907, a British archaeologist named Howard Carter was hired by Lord Carnarvon, an English aristocrat with a passion for Egyptology. Carnarvon funded numerous excavations in the Valley of the Kings, yet the results were underwhelming. Despite the lack of major discoveries, Carter was convinced that there was still one tomb left to be found, the tomb of King Tutankhamun. Carter's obsession with finding Tutankhamun's tomb grew with each passing year. He meticulously examined ancient records and maps, narrowing down the possible locations. His efforts seemed futile until one day, in November 1922, Carter's team stumbled upon a hidden staircase beneath the rubble. As Carter and his team began to clear the rubble, they uncovered a sealed doorway. Excitement and trepidation filled the air. Carter made a small hole in the top left-hand corner of the doorway and inserted a candle. The flickering flame illuminated what lay beyond, a golden chamber filled with treasures. Carter's breath caught in his throat as he gazed upon the glimmering artifacts. He sent a telegram to Lord Carnarvon, who quickly made his way to Egypt. On November 26, 1922, Carter, Carnarvon, and a small group of observers gathered around the entrance to the tomb. As Carter made the final break through the doorway, he peered inside and uttered the now famous words, "Yes, wonderful things." The antechamber was a sight to behold, filled with an array of gilded furniture, chariots, and statues. Each artifact was a testament to the grandeur and opulence of ancient Egypt. Yet, despite the wealth of treasures, the tomb's greatest secrets still lay hidden deeper within. Carter and his team spent months carefully cataloging and preserving the contents of the antechamber. They moved with painstaking precision, aware that a single misstep could damage these priceless relics. It wasn't until February 1923 that they were ready to proceed further into the tomb. The sealed doorway to the burial chamber was finally opened, revealing a sight that surpassed all expectations. The room was dominated by a large gilded shrine, which housed 3 more nested shrines. Inside the final shrine was a sarcophagus containing 3 coffins, the innermost made of solid gold. And within the golden coffin lay the mummy of King Tutankhamun himself. The sight of the young pharaoh's mummy, adorned with a magnificent gold mask, was awe-inspiring. The mask, with its serene expression and intricate craftsmanship, became one of the most iconic symbols of ancient Egypt. It was a face that had been hidden for millennia, now revealed to the world in all its glory. As Carter and his team continued to explore the tomb, they uncovered a wealth of treasures beyond imagination. Jewelry, amulets, weapons, and everyday objects, all meticulously crafted and preserved. Each item provided a glimpse into the life and beliefs of the boy king and his time. One of the most remarkable finds was the canopic shrine, which contained the 4 canopic jars holding Tutankhamun's internal organs. The jars were beautifully carved and decorated, each representing one of the 4 sons of Horus, who protected the organs in the afterlife. Despite the overwhelming success of the discovery, the excavation was not without its controversies. Shortly after the tomb was opened, rumors of a curse began to circulate. The press sensationalized the idea that those who dared to disturb the pharaoh's rest would suffer dire consequences. When Lord Carnarvon died unexpectedly in April 1923, the rumors gained traction. His death, caused by an infected mosquito bite, was seen by some as evidence of the curse. Over the years, several others connected to the tomb's discovery also met untimely deaths, further fueling the legend of the curse of the pharaohs. Despite the ominous rumors, the work continued. The meticulous process of documenting and preserving the artifacts took nearly a decade. Each item was carefully photographed, catalogued, and shipped to the Egyptian Museum in Cairo, where they would be studied and displayed for the world to see. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb had a profound impact on the field of Egyptology. It sparked a renewed interest in ancient Egypt and led to countless further discoveries. The treasures of Tutankhamun's tomb provided invaluable insights into the art, culture, and daily life of the ancient Egyptians. The discovery of King Tutankhamun's tomb was not just an archaeological triumph, it was a reclamation of a forgotten legacy. The boy king, once lost to history, was now one of its most famous figures. His tomb, with its wealth of treasures and mysteries, continues to captivate and inspire people around the world. Despite the wealth of knowledge gained from the tomb, many questions remain unanswered. The circumstances of Tutankhamun's death, the significance of certain artifacts, and the full extent of the tomb's contents are still subjects of ongoing research and debate. As we reflect on the incredible journey of discovery, one question remains: what other secrets lie buried beneath the sands of Egypt, waiting to be uncovered? The story of King Tutankhamun's tomb reminds us that history is full of mysteries, and the quest for knowledge is never-ending.